Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
To the ground. He's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Here comes the heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. Using his legs, it's Walters. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll run it from the gun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The running back has it. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Unloads it left. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's Isaac. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking deep down the right side. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Walters. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense defense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. On the move. Breaks into the open. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here comes the Michigan offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Farmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
worry.
This is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Come on, set. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Set, ready. The give to the single back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Here we go. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Here on 3rd down. Let's go! Let's go! Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Ben, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield, it's Isaac. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and
he lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. On the run, it's Walters. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The hand to the running back. Got enough for the first. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
And whatever they did on first and second down, Don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. To the air, it's Isaac. Throws toward the end zone. And they will score! Touchdown, Oregon! If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on.
Found a seam on the left. He's at the touchdown Ducks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Comes the offense as they get set to take over. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there.
Breaks into the open. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Isaac. Gets it out fast. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
And a lot of times the defense is focused in the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Let's go!
Back to pass on 2nd down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. You want to talk, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll send the tight end in motion. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable.
Turning it on! That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hands it off. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making checks. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. 22-1. The run from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Here we go. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Looking to pass. It's Isaac. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown Ducks. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Dropping back, it's Isaac. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. There he goes. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years. The big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Isaac. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The official says no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Going to the running game. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Back to throw, it's Isaac. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
He leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
After this, it'll be a wrap. And the quarterback takes a knee.